welcome back to HoB 2021. I say welcome back. We've been away for far too long. Welcome, Will.
Thank you, Jay.
Yes, we are making another video, and hopefully this will be the beginning of regular videos returning to the House of Bread socials, wherever you're watching this. Right, let's get on. We've got some really exciting news, Will. We are going to be talking about Cafe 43 coming back to life.
Yeah.
Coming back to life.
Yeah.
So, to paint a brief picture, last year, everybody knows what happened.
Yeah.
We had to close the front shutters and essentially do everything via our side gate. For various reasons, we haven't been able to open the front back up since March last year. Mainly because of social distancing, because to have friends coming in, we have to have a certain number of staff, certain number of volunteers. By the time we've got that, the friends couldn't come in, so it was quite pointless. And we took a long time to make sure we were giving enough support to our friends by the side gate. We set up Breadline. We've made sure that the support we were giving was just like we were open here, so nobody's been missing out.
Yeah.
But Will, we've got some restrictions coming up. We're talking about the restrictions that are aimed for the 21st of June. I know there's Indian variants out there that are putting that into question at the moment, but those set of restrictions, whenever it happens, that's what we're talking about. Cafe 43, Will. Front shutter up.
It's going to go up, yeah.
What's it going to look like?
So it will offer the fantastic warm welcome for everybody, whether you're somebody who needs us as a vulnerable individual or a homeless individual, or you just want to come in and buy a cup of tea. But it's going to be looking different. It's still going to be amazing. It's still going to be compassionate and caring. But we want our friends, and anybody who comes in here, but particularly our friends, to feel that they've come somewhere different. And it's not the same old. Because we really have reflected, haven't we, over the last year, flipping heck. What is it about House of Bread that draws people in? And part of it is we're available, part of it is the care, the unorthodox approach to some things. But also we identified that there were quite a lot of people who felt uncomfortable about coming into a full cafe. So we've looked at ways of trying to address that, and we'll talk about those a little bit as the week comes into. So how can we do that and make sure people can be included?
Yeah.
Also, we've had to look and talk about our volunteers, how to make it sustainable, welcome people back, train people. It's a huge mountain to climb, and we are very excited that we can sort of looking out and thinking, we've actually got a plan.
Yeah.
So it will be different, but it will be exciting, it will be vibrant, and we're so looking forward to it because the need has sadly increased across a broader spectrum.
And it will continue to increase as we pay for the pandemic and all that kind of thing. Like Will says, we want it to be slightly different than it has been. While House of Bread has been great, we always try to be, as Will says, the grouting between our friends, and sometimes that can be statutory organisations, different people, and sometimes the rest of the world. Our friends can get into a world of their own and surrounded by people they know, which is outside the realms of the 24-hour clock, if we're really honest. So we've got some really exciting things planned. We're going to do individual videos for each of the exciting things we've got planned.
Because there's a lot of detail in there.
There's a huge amount of detail.
We also want viewers to get to understand what it is and how maybe you can see where we're going and your input and increase your involvement. We've already had some fantastic ideas come forward. We've been involved in some stuff. But yeah, this is really an opportunity to almost sort of rewrite some things.
Well, it's been the first time in 10 years that House of Bread has had time to stop and reflect on what we're doing. You know, it's always been either Wednesday evening meals or the cafe being open and just constant. Now, over the past year, it's forced us to operate in a slightly different way, and we've been able to do that at a higher standard and take time to reflect.
Doing more, working smarter, all of that.
So we're going to have, like I said, different videos over the next few weeks explaining what's going to happen at the cafe, the different sessions that we're going to have. Crafty Hands is going to come back, Bread Church is going to come back, but we've got additional ones. We're going to have stuff to do with literacy, woodworking projects,
IT,
cooking stuff. Lessons, IT, possibly CV building and all that kind of thing. I'm just looking at my notes. Possible parent-toddler groups. We have got so many ideas that we want to share with you. We've got a great plan for when these restrictions change, and we are super excited. So we're back. We're going to start doing HoBNews again, Will.
Yeah. The
because
mailer's
we've
gonna
actually
come
got
back.
stuff to talk about.
I think we should say, Jeff, as well, we just wanted to say a massive thank you for
Yes.
all the support we've had over the last year. I can't begin to, and I won't, but we will talk about it. We'll communicate some of the support that we've had. It is just astounding. It's been incredible.
Incredible. This past year has been so difficult. We always experience loads of support from the community at House of Bread, but this past year has been
it's a new
something
level.
else.
Yeah, and the diversity. It's got some great initiatives that you can be involved with. It's just been a bit overwhelming at some stage.
We are very lucky that over the past year, we are not starting from being pushed backwards. No, we are starting from a platform that you, the community, have provided for us that we can move up from. So where we were last year when lockdown came in, we're actually starting a little bit further up when we come back. It is, and that's all down to you. 100% down to you, the community, whether that's volunteering, whether that's donating, whatever that's been donating, bedding, food, toiletries, money, whatever that's been, you have all made a massive difference, a huge difference. So thank you very, very much. That's all we've got. Very brief. Please do get in touch if you want. Loads of people have been already. If you want to volunteer or help us out in any way, and like and share these videos, share it around to everybody so everybody knows that whenever these restrictions, and we hope it's the 21st of June, because that is the soonest it can be, that you are welcome to come down to the cafe. Yeah. Come down, come and eat some of Victoria's delicious food.
We'll introduce you to Victoria, we'll reintroduce you to Alex, some of the team that we've got in place, which has been built up over the last year. So yeah, very exciting.
Yeah, wonderful. Thank you very much, as always, for watching. Thank you, Will, for coming along. I promise you we'll get better at these again. We're so out of touch, so out of practice. We shall see you next time. Goodbye.
Bye.
Is there anything else that you want to say, Will?
It says number 5, stop talking.
So. Yes, I've written some notes to Will. It says stop talking.